Marc Cook, everybody. And I'm having some difficulties with that mic cord as usual. All right, everybody survived the holidays? Obviously you're here, so you did. Did you have a good holiday?
Sure, yeah.
Not as enthusiastic as I thought. Now, actually, I did discover this holiday that my daughter might be dyslexic. Because, you know, the kids were putting together their Christmas list and stuff like that. And my daughter wrote down on her Christmas list to Santa Claus that she wanted a black dyke for Christmas. What she intended to write down was a black bike. My ex-wife was freaking out about this when she called me, and basically we have to adjust this before we send this off to Santa Claus. I, on the other hand, was a whole lot more into actually seeing if Santa Claus was going to bring him a black dyke. I was disappointed on Christmas because apparently Santa does not traffic in humans. I was upset. Any baseball fans? You? Right. I actually got a room with more than 3 baseball fans. Now, Richmond has a brand new team coming.
Flying Squirrels!
The Flying Squirrels. That is the dumbest fucking name I have ever heard for a baseball team.
Amen.
Does anybody know who the Flying Squirrels used to be? No. Flying Squirrels used to be the Connecticut Defenders, which was kind of a cool last name for a baseball team. You wake up in the morning, you're the Connecticut Defenders. You kind of got a really cool name, all that. Now, these same guys come down to Richmond, and they wake up in the morning and realize that the only thing they're defending is their nuts. No, but I mentioned earlier that I'm recently getting a divorce. I kind of moved into what I call the man cave. It's basically like a prison cell with a toilet and a computer. The problem with the man cave is the internet porn is really slow, and that's bad. The problem is I think that I've kind of like just kind of digressed, and now I kind of accept it, because the other day I busted a nut for buckering. That was sad. Now, we're the Boston Red Sox stuff, got the whole Boston Red Sox thing. I actually have a lot of family from Boston, and they try to get me to come back a lot. The problem I have with Boston is the fact that I understand the letter R. I was up there for a wedding a couple months ago, and we were watching Sesame Street, the kids and I. And you know how Sesame Street is sponsored by letters? It was actually sponsored by the letter R, and it just said, "Please stand by." It just sat there. I have another problem with Boston is my name is Mark. There's an R in my name. And I played baseball up in Boston for a long time. And until I was 10 years old, I thought that my name had something to do with speed of sound. I'm kind of a geek. Most who know me would know that. About most of the time I name my cars after ships from Star Wars. But nobody else does that. But, no, I broke my neck about 4 years ago, and at the time, the car that I had was actually a Ford Ranger, and I called it the Millennium Falcon. And although I could do the Kessel Run in under 3 parsecs, when you flip that bitch 4 times, yeah, you ain't got maneuvers. Only the Star Wars fans are going to know that one. The problem with me breaking my neck is that, and it might be why I'm kind of getting a divorce, is I'm a notorious people watcher. Well, when you're paralyzed, and you're out at the mall doing all this, and you're all broken neck, your wife will catch you people watching, because it is like this. Now, but also being a geek when I was a kid, I used to like the X-Men. Any X-Men fans? Yeah. But I'm such a geek about it that I woke up one morning and I had a hair coming right out of the back of my, the wing bone right here, and I would get up every morning and run to the bathroom to see if I was going to become Angel. It didn't happen. Now, a lot of times doing comedy in Richmond, we got to go to some pretty crazy places. But I go to a kind of an S&M club, do comedy at an S&M club. The problem is they have a pretty strict dress code, and if you haven't noticed, I tend to be a walking commercial. But I figured I'd look around the man cave and see if I could get this together. So I looked around and noticed that I had a leather belt and a bunch of baseball gear. I figured I'd do this right. So I duct taped my catcher's mitt to my ass and went to the comedy show. I'm starting to think maybe I sent the wrong impression. All right, that's my time, guys. Y'all have a good one.